It was so real that they couldn't deal with him. This is real. You see, if you're really practicing Islam, you could be a problem to everybody. You see what I'm saying? There is no passive form of Islam. Every prophet was a revolutionary. So Muslims who walk around saying, I'm not a revolutionary, then you're not following the prophets. You see what I'm saying? We Muslims, we is warriors. We have one philosophy. We live in this world to change this world. And this is the philosophy of Malcolm. This is why Malcolm left his home. This is why he was walking in the street corners. He wasn't the kind of Muslim who just sitting in Marshal Takbir Allahu Akbar Subhanallah. What is Islam? But love. Love. Not love of Muslims. Love of humanity. Malcolm was a man. You know why he was a man? Because he can accept change. Plenty of people here can't accept change. Plenty of people have old customs, old cultures, old ways. And they have no intention of changing it. Malcolm was real. You know what he stood for? For him to stand up and do what he did in the Nation of Islam and walk away, you have to be real. Because he trained these people. He knew what these people was capable of. But he was real man. So this is what Bilal al-Dawa is. A real movement. Ain't no set of talk about it. No, it's just real. So I want to start by saying, peace to all my people. First I want to say, all praise is due to the creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who created man and jinn. It is a great pleasure to be in your presence. It humbles me. And if Malcolm's daughter was here, I might have blacked out. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the type of respect I have for this man. And it has been far too long that the people are not paying the due respect that is due to Malcolm. Every day for this week, all I hear is about Martin Luther King. What about Malcolm? So we go. Today I want to speak not about the rage of Malcolm, not about the anger of Malcolm, but I want to speak about the love of Malcolm. You see what I'm saying? Because his love make him do what he do. Today I want to speak about the love of Malcolm. You see, it is love that made Malcolm give his all. It is his love for you and for me. Imagine he never saw any of us here and he died for you and me. He left his kids at home and was walking the street corners, propagating. That's love. It's easy to love your wife and children. That's a natural thing. It's easy to love your grandma and your grandpa. That's in your DNA. But to love somebody you don't know, that's real love. You see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the kind of love when you sit in the train because you have al-haq, because you have truth, you have Islam, you're sitting in the train and you're watching the man next to you and you're only waiting for him to watch you. And as you watch you, you want to say, brother, do you know anything about a man named called Muhammad? This is the kind of love Malcolm has. Because he could have stayed quiet. He could have just stayed in your house and pray, but he didn't do that. So this is what that we're doing. This is how we do it. Today I want to speak about the love of Malcolm. It is love that made Malcolm give his all. It is his love for you and me that made him sacrifice his all. It is his love for humanity. You see, he taught us that we must love our people. Not love black people alone. Love humanity. Because the old Malcolm was programmed. But when the real Malcolm wake up, he had to be stopped. You see what I'm saying? Because that Malcolm was a sleeping Malcolm. That's the kind of person that most of us is today. Sheep following. But then Malcolm wake up and he became a master. He became a leader. And this is what we is. This is what Bilal al-Dawa intend to do. To lead. To lead humanity to righteousness. I want to hear you talk about you love Malcolm. What are you doing for Malcolm? What is love without action? You think your wife want to hear you love she and you ain't paying the bills? Or you love she when you have 4 women on the street? No, love is have to be turned into action. Enough of that talk. Enough of that talk, but I love, I love, I love. What are you doing? If you love Malcolm, you know what you would do? You would propagate. If you love Malcolm, what you would do? You would follow the sunnah of Malcolm. We wouldn't just be talking. And when we come for conferences like this, we will be glad to distribute the money for the cause. We ain't just going to listen to about Malcolm. We're going to put money to promote Malcolm's food at all. He taught us that we must love our people, but not a love with our tongue, but a love with our actions. And what greater love can a man show than to give his life, to sacrifice all for his people? How many of you go home to your wife and children every day? I have a son, he's 6 years old. I'm madly in love with him. I have a son, 12-year-old. I'm madly in love with him. I have a next one older and I'm madly in love with him. Imagine Malcolm standing in the ballroom. The security guard saying, Malcolm, we need to search these people. What did he say? Man, if I ain't safe or wrong, these people, who are we safe or wrong? This man left his children home with no father. For you, for you, for you, for you. That's what Malcolm did. And after Malcolm died, where was the Muslims? Who took care of Malcolm's 6 children? Who took care of them? You love Malcolm? Which one will ever find out which Malcolm's daughter live in? Which one will ever find out maybe we should send a check for these people? Don't you know you should take care of the children of the martyrs? Whoever tried to find where Malcolm living, where his kids living? Whoever said, where's Malcolm's daughter? Let me send a check for these people. I mean, what is this love with this stone? Again. But love with our actions. And what greater love can a man show than to give his life, to sacrifice all for his people? So today, I stand in front of you and I say to Malcolm, and you should say with me, here we are, Malcolm. Labbaika Malcolm, Labbaika Malcolm. We are at your service. We must continue the mission of Malcolm. It is not enough to wear him on your t-shirt. We must become like Malcolm. Just like Muslims, we try to become like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see what I'm saying? So when you love real. Not the shady love. Malcolm, I love you. No, that's not enough. What are you doing? And I say to Malcolm, and you should say with me, here we are, Malcolm, Labbaika Malcolm. We honor the sacrifice you made. We will continue in this path. You see, what I love about Malcolm is that he practiced one of the greatest jihads. Some people may say jihad, some people might get scared. Jihad simply means to struggle. It is a jihad to be in school. It is a jihad to walk the street these days. All jihad means is to struggle. So as some people hear jihad, they want to call, oh, these people talking jihad. No, we simply talking, it's the struggle. And you know we people know why struggle. So every day of our life is a jihad. It's a jihad for these sisters to wear the hijab on their head. You see what I'm saying? He practiced one of the greatest jihad. And one of the greatest jihad, which means to struggle for those who do not know what it means, one of the greatest jihad is to speak the truth in front of an oppressive leader. This is one of the highest forms of jihad. It is to speak the truth in front of an oppressive leader. It's not like the Muslims today. They changed the name from Muhammad to Paul. From Hussein to Johnny. You see what I'm saying? This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about this real Islam. This Malcolm, when you talk about Malcolm, he was real. He speak the truth. And every Muslim, man, I would love to fight jihad. Man, I would love to get martyred. I wish I could walk the stage. I would love to get jihad, I would love to get martyred. Man, you want to fight some jihad? Let's go feed the poor. You want to do some jihad? Give some dawah on the bus. You want to do some jihad? Go help some people across the street. What are you waiting for? A battle? Man, that's an easy thing, man. Jihad is to wake up after Fajr and hit the street with a box of food on your shoulder and start looking for our slaves. And looking for them diamonds that nobody can recognize. It's to promote. One of the greatest jihad is to speak the truth in front of an oppressive leader. To speak the truth even though you know that your life will be taken because of what you say. So Malcolm, our martyr, our shaheed, his love for his people was so strong that he gave his all. And this is what we must take from Malcolm. This love. You see, every time someone speaks about Malcolm that does not know Malcolm, they say that this man was a racist. But guess what? I, Hashim Talfani, I testify he wasn't. He was a lover. You know, there's some songs, they say some reggae singers is Mr. Lover. Malcolm was Mr. Lover. He loved humanity. You see what I'm saying? You think it's easy to leave your home and know you mightn't come back? People think that's easy. They say that this man was a racist, but I testify, this man was not a racist. But this man was in love with his people. You see that only someone that loves will leave the comfort of his home and security and stand on the street corners and promote this love and unity and teach his people how to love themselves. And this is what we must take from Malcolm. This is what we must be. We must be the inheritors and follow this manner of speaking the truth and being strong. Stop making excuses. What are you afraid of? The duty of human beings, of all God's creation, men, women, and children, is to establish justice. It is to help change this world. And the only way for us to do this is through love. For what is Islam but love? It is love that makes you perform your salah. It is, love is the key to everything. So what we need to do is stop talking that Gandhi talk, and let me talk about bringing back love in Islam. Now I say to my brother Malcolm, peace be unto you. And for those of you who are saying, why are you saying peace to someone who is dead? Allah says in the Holy Quran, think not that those who die in the way of Allah, think not that they are dead, but they are alive. We dead. Malcolm is alive. You will never see wrinkles on Malcolm's face. When you remember him, you remember a young warrior. Allah preserve him in your focus and preserve him in the next life. Allah testifies that these people who give their all will have eternal life, and that in their struggle they have lit a torch. I say, in their struggle they have lit a torch. Are you not seeing the torch today? Why are we here 14 years later or whatever years later? It is because the torch has been lit. So my bigger brothers who are here, I want you all to feel good. Because the people who put on these events, with the help of some elder brothers, is youth. And half these youth hardly even know to the party are too good. You see what I'm saying? But watch what they are doing. You see what I'm saying? So it's more about action. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're performing 5 prayers a day, and you're doing all these things, and it's not making you want to feed the poor, it's not making you want to give some Qurans out, it's not making you want to live in this world to change this world, but then probably your prayers ain't working. Because what prayers made Prophet Muhammad do? Change the world. When Malcolm found out the power of prayer, what he did? Change the world. You see what I'm saying? So why are we praying? Why are we fasting? And yet we so dead, non-active, in a slumber. We afraid to speak. From the time we said President Bush, the whole world said, oh God, don't mention his name. Why not? Why can't I mention his name? People, we got to get real. This conference is not about coming on here and sit down and listening. It's what you do when you leave. You see what I'm saying? It's just like fasting in the month of Ramadan. It's what you gain from the fast. It's after Ramadan you know if your fast was successful. Check a week later after Ramadan. See how you're feeling. Are you still feeling the fast? If you're feeling the fast, then the fast was successful. Because you want more bliss. You see what I'm saying? Let me go ahead. And I'm closing up now to bring on the real speaker who wants to talk to me. And this is why I stand here today. To continue. This is why I stand here today. To continue and to go beyond Malcolm. You see what I'm saying? And the speech I'm going to give tomorrow, the speech is named, "Let us greet this day with love." So I ain't going to take too much time talking. So I hope God is soaking what I said. And when you go back to your communities, you ought to be Malcolmites. You see what I'm saying? We can represent, we can change the world.